Hey Anna, it's Chris Doyle at Alderman Chevrolet Buick GMC in Rutland, Vermont, Vermont's favorite car dealership. Thank you for your interest in this 2023 Buick Encore GX. This is the select all-wheel drive with a sport touring package. Just a really nicely equipped version, basically the top of the line version of the Encore GX before you got into the leather trims. Sport touring, there's a number of nice things that are on there. You can see the body cladding underneath, the two-tone on the wheel wells. I really like those wheels with the two different colors that you've got there. Really nice, especially with the package that's here. Your two-tone for the colors, not just the black, but the little red accents up front. We've got our fog lights here too. This is a 1.3 liter turbo. And it moves, not a big engine, really doesn't need to be anymore. Very quick car, gonna average about 27, 28 miles per gallon overall. This is the replacement for the Encore. So the Encore, the 22 is the last year for the Buick Encore, which has been around for almost a decade. So the Encore GX replaces it. More room, more space, better fuel economy, more room, elbow room, hip room. You're not quite as close to each other inside. More cargo space, more space in the back too. Matter of fact, let's get a little bit of a look at it here on the inside. We've got our nice all-weather liners, front and back, inside the vehicle. So that comes with it as well. There's that space up front. Nice look. You know, again, that is now the Buick look for the dashboard overall. There are a lot of nice features here in the car, and I'm going to point those out to you in just a second. But again, more room, just more space here. Folks aren't sitting quite as close to each other as they have been in the past. And again, really good visibility. Oh, and a really nice option here that we have in there. So there's that panoramic moonroof. So this one does have the moonroof that goes over the first and second rows as well. Let's take a look up front. As I mentioned, this is the select version. So a lot of nice features. There's those all-weather mats up front too. Power driver seat, and I mentioned the fog lights up front. We have the hands-free lift gate, so you can control it from here, from your key fob, from the back, and also just by kind of doing one of these things in the back, just to open that up. In fact, I'm going to take this key out with me just so I can show that to you in just a minute. Let's hop on inside. So mentioned, this is all-wheel drive, which you can turn on and off with the push of a button. Very simple. Lots of safety features. So your lane keep assist here. So if you start to drift, it'll bring you back into your lane. Automatic emergency braking in this car as well. There is our dual zone automatic climate control, and we do have the heated seats here too. I did mention automatic emergency braking. You can even adjust how sensitive it is to the cars that are in front of you. And our automatic high beams and low beams, in addition to the automatic headlights coming along with the car. 9 miles, obviously, brand new car. Not a whole lot that's on it yet. Your audio, AM, FM, we got satellite radio. This vehicle also has OnStar for free, included with the car for the next 3 years. So OnStar, the OnStar, full OnStar package, Wi-Fi, already in there, already coming along within the vehicle. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are now wireless in the car. I mean, I guess you could plug it in too if you want to charge your phone, but you don't have to. If the phone is paired up via Bluetooth, it's also going to be paired up via either CarPlay or Android Auto, depending on what kind you have there too. So let's take a look at the back. Let's take a look at the cargo area back here. As I mentioned, especially compared to something like the Encore, which a lot of people are familiar with because it's been around for so long. Oh, you know what? Hold on here. Let me show this off. I got my key out just so I could specifically do it. So as long as you have your key in your hand, I'm gonna try. I have the worst luck in the world in trying to get this to recognize me. It's like I'm invisible, but I do my little kick. There we go. I got it. So it'll open automatically. That's very helpful if your hands are full. You can do the same thing I'll show you in a minute to close it. There's one little difference though I'll show you there. Much more cargo space than the Encore or the Trax, which were the same platform before. It is a 60-40 split in the back. That nice hard cover which automatically comes down. You can remove it if you want to, but just more room, more space, and there's your spare underneath with a little bit more storage space here too. So I'm going to try and do the same thing here. I do my little kick, Did it work? It did it. No, now it's not going to recognize me. Let's try this again. There we go. It gives me a few seconds to get out of the way. Then it brings it down just so it doesn't clock me over the head. And again, as I mentioned, since this is the Sport Touring, it's the ST on the back, you've got the difference there, the cladding underneath, the ground effects there too, just a little highlight. Nothing crazy, nothing tacky, nothing over the top, but just enough to help it distinguish itself from a lot of the other vehicles on the road. Really great tires too, and again, those wheels, it fills the wheel well, if that makes any sense. And again, all finished off in that new Moonstone Gray Metallic, which is beautiful. So if you want to get any more information on this car, have any other questions about it, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can click on the link in the comments below. If you're watching it on Facebook, you can click on the Learn More button. Or better yet, just come see it in person. We're at 65 Windcrest Road in Rutland, Vermont, just off Route 7 South. Hope to see you soon.